Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Tahir.
How are you?
Ashish, I have made you the host as well, so you can take over the session, sir.
Sure. All right, just a second. Let me share my screen. All right, guys, let's start the session. Hi, everyone. I would like to welcome everyone on the behalf of Network Kings. And we all are here sitting for our CH, the CHV13, which stands for the Certified Ethical Hacker. And the current version we are having is your 13 over there. Now, before jumping directly into over this session, let's first try to understand what is this CH we are having. See, guys, when we are talking about the certified ethical hacker, this is the certificate that is being provided by the AC Council, the International Council of Electronic Commerce Consultant. Right. And if you guys will be looking into the LinkedIn and you will be looking for the job roles, right, you will be looking for the posts that are related to your ethical hackers, that are related to your penetration testers, the security analysts, in most of the locations, you will be finding written as they are looking for a CH certified person, right? So that is one of the most renowned course we are having around the globe, right? And now in this particular training, what we are going to do is we're just not going to focus into the theoretical area. Instead of that, we will be performing almost the things through the hands-on so that you guys will be able to better prepare yourself for the real world scenario. Now, over here, guys, we will be discussing about the latest attack vectors, the attackers' methods we are having, the tools we are having, as well as the techniques, right? Which will be helping us to prepare ourselves for the cybersecurity, right? Now, on the basis of that, guys, when we're talking about the CH, right, as an ethical hacker, as a system administrator, as a network administrator, the engineers, web manager, auditors, security professionals, and many more, they can look for the CH over there that will be helping them to get the understanding about what are the latest attacks that are being performed by the attackers we are having. Right. And on the basis of that, we are having a small prerequisites that are related for your CH. Now, guys, over here, if we are looking for the CH, we are having the two methods, right? On the basis of that, here we are having like the training courses. Like you guys are all sitting, you guys are all are sitting over here, and we all are looking for the CH training. Now, in this particular scenario, what will be happening is we will be working into the foundations. We will be trying to understand the basics we are having, whether we are talking about the network, whether we are talking about the security, right? Like the complete freshers, the peoples either who are moving into the cyber security or they are trying to change the job roles or something like that. But if you are already having the experience into this information security, what they can do is they can simply skip the training part, right? If they're finding that they're already ready for the examination of the CH, they can directly go ahead and they can look for the examination, right? Now, over here, on the basis of that, the CH, the IC Council, they are providing us the two examination for the CH. For that, here we are having the theoretical MCQ based, and another one we are having is the practical one. Now, on the basis of that, first, as we are having like the MCQ, they're theoretical. Both are the different certifications, both are the different examination. If you guys are looking for them, then you have to clear both the examination and then you will be getting a certificate, a title that will be known as your CH Master. Now, talking about the CH theoretical one. Now, over here, we are having 125 question. And the best thing is they will be an MCQ based. The multiple choice questions we will be having. And for completing those 125 questions, we will be getting the time limit of 4 hours. So under the 4 hours, we have to complete the CH, right? And talking about the passing scores, guys, so it will be near of your 60 to 80%, right? Approx, we can say out of your 125, we have to mark more than 90 correct answers over there. And over here, we will be trying to aim for more than 100 correct. Right. Now, talking about the CH practical, now let's say once you guys have cleared the CS theoretical, you're also trying to look for the CH practical exam, right? So in this particular scenario, we will be getting the 20 questions, the hands-on, right? And for that, we will be getting like a iLab environment in which we have to practically perform the tasks that are being asked in our exam, right? And the passing score, it will be same like your near of your 70%. That will be near of, we have to mark 15 correct in our examination, right? And over here, when we are talking about the CH, we are having the 20 modules, right? That will be starting with your introduction to ethical hacking. Then we will be discussing about your footprinting, the scanning, your enumeration, then the vulnerability analysis, gaining access, and so on. And in the last, we will be discussing about the cryptography, right? So for that, over here, moving ahead, let me tell you the quick overview we are having in our very first module so that you all will be able to get the idea what we are going to discuss over there. And we will be also performing the hands-on practical. So for that, I will be helping you guys to set up the lab environment in your system, right? So for that, at least we should be having the 8 GB of RAM in our system, right? Because we will be creating the virtual environment. So the virtual machines will be running. They will be requiring some RAM and the processors from the system. That is why we should be having at least of 8 GB of RAM. Along with that, we should be having near of your 100 GB of internal free storage so that we will be able to install our machines and we will be able to perform our practicals on it. Now here guys, we got the very first module that is your introduction to ethical hacking. Right now, we all are either sitting in this training, either we all are working in the cybersecurity, or we want to learn about the cybersecurity. So, can anyone please tell me, like, what is the difference we are having between the information security and the cybersecurity? You guys can also put your answer into the chat box. I'm also actively looking into it. Anyone? What do you say, guys? Any guess?
So information security is something like we are like securing the information, unauthorized access kind of thing. Like
Yeah.
that is CIA, we can say.
Yep, that's a correct term.
Yeah.
Uh,
And
uh,
the cyber security, it's kind of like need to be secure everything which is related with the internet.
yep, yep. See over
like
here.
like some data or we are sending for each and everything to collaborate like any encapsulations
What
through the party
Yeah, whatever
for the
information
service.
we are like we are sharing or informing within the internet, so that is kind of like that is comes under the cyber security.
Cyber security.
Correct. To protect data from anonymous user, that is called cybersecurity. Great. All right. So let me brush it up as you were saying. Now, guys, when we are talking about this information security and the cybersecurity, right? So cybersecurity is a process we are having when we will be trying to protect our data, our resources, our systems, servers that are present in the digital realm. From whom? From the attackers we are having, the hackers we are having that are having the malicious intentions over there. Whereas when we are talking about this information security means to say, see guys, generally we are having the three things that are related with your security over there, as you were talking about the CIA, the confidentiality, integrity, and the availability, right? So when we are trying to protect the confidentiality about information, the integrity about information, and the availability about information, that is what we call as the information security. So information security is sitting like a big umbrella, and the cyber security is one of the part of it. Like we are having the data security, physical security, the cyber security, right? The endpoint security we are having. So all of them, they will be fitting inside of your information security, which we are having. Now, in both of the cases, what we are trying to do is we are trying to protect our data. We are trying to protect our resources. We are trying to protect our system. From whom? From a person known as your hacker. So, any guess? Any idea? What is a hacker?
Hacker is someone like who can get that data which we don't want to explore, like explore in the internet or somewhere in here. Like we don't want to share any information, and if anyone get that information, that we can say as a hacker.
Okay, okay. So I can say the unauthorized access, right?
Yeah, it's in general term only.
Yeah. What about others? Any guess? Anyone who wants to add to the definition?
Hackers is like access the unauthorization unauthorizedly to the organization to get the data and try to destroy the organization encrypted data or maybe the different projects data.
All right. Now, just looking into the definition, right? We are getting now the different opinions just from the definition, right? Can I say?
All right.
So,
Yes.
so it means that over here, what we are having is we are having the types of hackers over here. So, guys, when we are talking about a hacker, right? A hacker is a person who is having the sound knowledge of the system and the network, right? He will be having the information about all the WHY questions that are related among them, right? Like whether you're talking about the working of your systems, whether you're talking about the memory, the files, the application. So for each and everything, he will be having the sound information about it, right? That is what we are having as a hacker. Now, on the basis of your hacker, what we are having is we are having some types of hackers over there, right? So on the basis of that, here we got the very first one as the black hat hacker. Now, talking about the black hat hacker, a hacker who is having the sound knowledge of a system and the network, but he is going to utilize his knowledge for the destructive purpose, right? Means that a person who will be having the malicious intentions, he will be performing the hack for his own personal gains, right? That's what we are having like the black hat hacker over there, right? Then after that, we are having like the white hat hackers. So we all are sitting over here in this particular training because we want to become, right, your ethical hackers over there, right? So over here, our white hat hackers are the ethical hackers we are having. The hackers who are having the sound knowledge of a system and the network. And what they will be doing is they are going to utilize their knowledge for the constructive purpose. right? Like in the organization, what will be happening is the organization, they will be asking us that these are our systems we are having. What you have to do is have to go ahead. Please go ahead. Now, over here, once as an ethical hacker, we will be trying to perform the exploitation. We will be trying
Uh,
systems. What will be happening is we will be able to see what are the weakness, what are the loopholes that are present, right? So with the help of that, what will be happening is we will be able to discover all the weakness, all the loopholes that are present and the security controls which we have applied in our organization. Now, by doing that, we will be forwarding that information to our organization, to our teams, that buddy, these are the issues which we have discovered. Now, over here, what is happening is the ethical hackers, they will be trying to compromise our organization. They will be trying to discover the weakness before the actual attackers, they will be discovering them. And by doing that, that information, it will be getting shared with the organization. So the organization, they can quickly go ahead and they can patch up the vulnerabilities that were present in our organization. Now, by doing it, we will be able to make sure our organization is remaining safe and sound, right? Then afterwards, we are having like the gray hat hacker. A gray hat hacker is a hacker who is a combination of your black hat and the white hat hacker, right? He will be sitting in between of the black hats and the white hat hackers we are having. Means that we can say these are like the opportunity based peoples we are having who will be looking for the opportunity. Once they will be finding it, they are going to grab it. For example, have you guys heard about the bug bounty hunters? What do you say, guys? Anyone who has heard about the working of the bug bounty hunters? What they are doing?
I don't have much idea, but yeah, bug bounty hunting like something they are trying to find out the loophole like within the system or any website or any kind of like URLs.
Yep, yep. That is true. Like over here, when we are talking about the bug bounty hunters, in that particular scenario, what will be happening is we will be having some peoples, they will be going ahead and they will be looking for the vulnerabilities that are present in our systems over there. Now, in that particular scenario, what will be happening over there is like, let's say this is the organization over there. Now, previously, we were talking about the ethical hackers, like they were already part of our organization, right? But now, when we are talking about the bug bounty hunters, these are the peoples all around the globe, right? They will be going ahead, they will be looking for the vulnerabilities that are present, right? They will be performing the exploitation, and once they will be figuring the weakness, they are going to inform to the organization. So, in short, what they are doing is without taking the permission from the organization. They're looking for the vulnerabilities that are present. They're trying to exploit it, and then they are going to inform to the organization that, boss, in your system, we have discovered these vulnerabilities. Now, the organization, they will be going ahead, and what they will be doing is they will be trying to, right, assess. They will be trying to analyze the weakness that are being informed by our bug bounty hunters, right? By doing that, what will be happening is again, the organization, they will be able to discover the information about the weakness, right? And then over there, they are going to provide the rewards to your bug bounty hunters, right? So that's what we are having as your gray hat, in which what will be happening is without taking the organization's permission, they are performing the exploitation and then they are, you can say, forwarding that information to that organization. So That's what we got. Is it clear, guys? Anyone having any questions, any queries on them?
No.
Great. Uh, Bug bounty hunters is an ethical hacker as white hat hacker. Yeah. See, Srikanth, when we are talking about the bug bounty hunters, we cannot directly say that they will be like the white hat hackers, right? That is why we are putting them aside in the gray hat hackers over there, right? If we are talking about the bug bounty hunters, like they are working as a white hat, if they are reporting that particular vulnerability in a responsible manner, right? The bug bounty hunters, they can also be like the black hat if they are exploiting or they are selling all those bugs, all those weakness in a illegal manner. That is why they are like the opportunity based when we are talking about the gray hat hacker. Now, let's say I'm working as a bug bounty hunter over there for your organization, right? I'm working as a bug bounty hunter and I'm trying to discover the weakness in your organization over there. Now, over here, what will be happening is I will be discovering the weakness and then I can also sell it in the market. Like, let's say if I'm getting a high price for it, I'm finding it that from your reward, I won't be getting that much. So instead of that, I'm finding like a silver spoon to directly sell that information in the market, right? Or to some other attacker over there who will be then using that particular weakness to exploit in your organization. So that is why the gray hat hacker, it will be like your opportunity based, who will be sitting in between of the black hat and the white hat hacker. Then after this, we are having the script kiddies, right? So guys, when we are talking about the script kiddies are the people who are not having that much information about the hack or the hacking, right? We can just say they're like the curious minds that are present, right? Like you guys must have heard a lot of videos, a lot of memes on your Instagram where they will be saying that the peoples, what they were doing was they were simply utilizing the Google or they were looking into the YouTube, and by using those platforms, what they are doing is they're trying to create like a bomb, right? Or they're trying to create some other type of explosives, right? Have you guys ever seen those type of meme and the uh, YouTube videos or the news about them, like the people who are looking into the Google or the YouTube, and then they will be utilizing that information for creating some sort of, you can say, explosive or something like that. What do you say?
So I think I lost your voice. Is it for everyone or for me only?
I'm audible.
Yes. Now. Got it.
Okay, I was just saying that, like, have you guys seen the videos or the news where they will be saying that the people's what they are doing is they are utilizing the Google, right, the search engines, or they will be simply using the YouTube, and by utilizing those knowledge, they will be trying to create like the explosives.
We heard, but this at the same point we heard about the dark web.
Yep.
So what is the difference between normal web or dark web? Like there's something different kind of access required to reach out to dark web, or it is a normal.
Yeah, yeah, like we cannot directly access the dark web from your Google.
Mhm.
Instead of that, we are having like the onion sites, right? For for accessing them, like either we can use the CLI or we can directly use the Tor, the onion router, right? With the help of that, you will be able to access the dark web, right? And on the dark web, you will be able to cancel sell, you will be able to purchase the information goods and many more. Like for the learning purpose, right? You guys can look into them because as ethical hacker, as a threat analyst, what we are doing is we are also utilizing the dark web for finding the latest information, the intelligence about how the attackers they are performing their attack, how they are exploiting the vulnerabilities, and many more. By utilizing that particular knowledge, you will be able to utilize in your organization to better protect.
Got it.
All right.
Hello,
Yeah.
hello. Yeah, I did not understand about the script kiddies correctly.
Okay. Okay. Let me brush it out. Like over here, you must have tried, like whenever we are trying to cook anything new in our house, what we will be doing is in our kitchen, we will be simply opening our YouTube and we will be looking for like how to make that particular dish. I guess everyone has tried that one, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
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 Yep. Everyone has
Yeah.
ever done it, like either at the time of your COVID. Now, over here, what is happening is now at the time of your COVID, we were not having that much of, like in my case, if I'm giving you my example, I was not that much having experience while we are talking about the cooking. Like I'm able to, you can say, make some normal dishes, but just to be creative at the time of your COVID, I was trying the different food items over there. So for all those things, I was simply looking into the YouTube how to make it. If I was able to discover it from the YouTube, then it was good. Otherwise, I was also checking in the Google about the description, like how much ingredients, how much amount of ingredients I will be requiring for making them. Now, in all those areas, what was happening was I was not having that much idea about the dish. Many a time it was working good, right? The taste was good. A lot of time it was not, you can say, getting that much of good, right? So same like we are having as the script kiddies. These are the people who are not having that much of experience about the hacking, the legal obligations we are having. They will be simply trying to use the tools, the scripts that are being created by the black hat, the white hat, and the gray hat hackers. We can simply say they are like the curious mind who will be going in the internet and they will be looking. Let's say, for example, we are having a target like your Tesla, right? So that they will be simply looking how to hack into Tesla car. Right. Now, after that, whatever the tool, whatever the scripts, whatever the thing they will be finding in front of their screen, they're going to utilize each one of them. They're not having any idea what are the legal obligations around it, what will be the outcome. They're just like simply as a curious minds over there. So that's what we are having as the script kiddie. Is it clear now?
Yes, perfectly fine.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, Manish, we will be having a lots of hands-on over there. Then after that, we are having like the suicidal hackers. So unlike our script kiddies guys, over here, our suicidal hackers, they know the legal obligations. They know the outcome. They know that if they will be performing the hack and they will be getting caught, so then they will be put behind the bar. But still, they are making that call. That is like we are having as a suicidal hacker. For example, now over here, let's say we are having a person named as Raj, right? Now let's say Raj was a part of this organization, XYZ organization. Now, due to some issues, he has to leave that particular organization, or he was just got fired from that organization. Now, due to that, he was having some grudges against of that particular organization, and now he wants to take the revenge against of it. So, on the basis of that, what Raj he will be doing is he will be going ahead, he will be trying to cancel, make this company suffer or this organization suffer. So, for that, let's say he will be going ahead, he will be trying to launch an attack, right? He will be trying to launch a cyber attack on this organization. Now, because of that, what will be happening is the organization, they will be getting affected by it. Now, let's say Raj, while he was performing the attack, at a moment, he will be finding the information that it is like a borderline we are having. If he will be crossing it, there will be a chance that he will be able to compromise the whole organization, but he will be also getting caught. Now, in that moment, Raj, what he will be doing is he will be going ahead and he is not going to worry about getting caught. He will be continuing while performing that particular attack. So that's what we are having as the suicidal hacker. In this scenario, our you can say attacker, he know that if he will be performing the attack, he will be getting caught, but he is like emotionally convinced so that he is not worried about getting caught, right? Like we are having as the suicidal bombers, right? They know that if they will be trying to perform that particular attack, right, they're going to get dead. But still, what they're going to do is they're going to, you can say, pull that pin. So that's like we are having as the suicidal hackers over there. Then over here, guys, a lot of time when I'm talking about the black hat hacker and the suicidal hacker, a lot of time the participants they're getting bit confused between of them, right? So let me give you a small differentiations between them. Let's say this is we are having as the black hat hacker, and this is what we are having as the suicidal hacker, right? And this is we are having as the target organization, right? And both of them they wants to launch the attack. But here in both of the areas we are having a midpoint, right? When they will be performing the attack, they will be finding the information that if we will be performing this attack, we will be crossing this line, it might be a chance that they will be getting caught. Now in this area, our black hat hacker, once they will be finding that particular point, they are going to stop the attack because they do not want to get caught. But when we are talking about the suicidal attackers, the suicidal hackers, they're not worried about getting caught. They are also skilled, but still, what will be happening is we can say that they are just emotionally convinced that they are not going to stop that attack, even if we'll be putting it behind of the bars. So that's the difference we are having between the black hat hacker and the suicidal hacker. Now, after this, we are having the next one as the state sponsored, right? So, guys, when we are talking about the state sponsored hacker, simply means to say, like when the government is paying for them, right? Now, it can be for the different objective, like let's say to spy on the other nation's activity, to spy on the other government's activity, what are the activities that are being done. So these state-sponsored hackers, what they will be doing is they will be collecting the information and then they will be sharing it with the government. It can be national government, it can be a state government or the country government we are having, right? That's what we are having as the state sponsored hackers when simply the government is paying for them for performing those types of activity for the other state, for the other governments over there. Then after that, we are having as the cyber terrorist. So talking about the cyber terrorists, see guys, whenever the word terrorism, right? Whenever the word terrorism it is getting attached, there will be always the loss of human life, right? Now, over here, any cyber activity that is leading towards the loss of human life, that is we call as the cyber terrorism, right? And the peoples who are responsible for it, they are known as like the cyber terrorists, right? Like over here, you guys must have heard during the time of the COVID, a lot of healthcare organizations, right? A lot of healthcare organizations, they were getting compromised. The attackers, they were performing the ransomware attack. Any guess? Any idea? What is this ransomware attack?
Actually, I know that all the guys know that the ransomware attack is COVID time. Is AIIM organization like I think Patna. The ransomware attack is over there. Yes, I
In
sorry Ahmedabad.
Yeah, like it happened, it was happening around the globe over there. The
Yeah.
attackers, they were specifically attacking on the healthcare organization, like a campaign that was going on. So at that particular period of time, like let's say over here, if we are having like a healthcare organization, just for understanding the scenario, let's say we are having like a healthcare organization. Now, over here, what will be happening is we are having a lot of patients. So we want to make sure that we are treating all those patients in a quicker manner, right? So because of that, all the patients which we are having, they are not going to face any type of difficulty, right? We will be, you can say, stabilize all the things in a quicker manner. So for that, what will be happening is we will be requiring one thing, right? That is, we are having the details about the patients. But now, let's say if the ransomware attack will be happening, and the ransomware attack, the attackers, they will be simply going ahead, and what they will be doing is they are going to encrypt our systems, they are going to encrypt our data. And for decrypting them, they are going to ask for the money. Right now, over there, because of that, what will be happening is once a ransomware attack will be happening to our healthcare organization, we won't be able to access our patient data. Now, because of that, a lot of patients they will be facing a difficulty, and if the attackers they will be asking for the ransom, and we are not having any type of backups, we are requiring that particular data. So our organization they will be quickly agreeing on that part. They will be paying the money to the attackers. That is like we are having as the ransomware attack, right?
Okay, well, right. Any ransomware attack, like health organization, all the data, like patient data, is just hacking and then the pay for this money.
Yeah, like if I will be giving an example, like let's say you got your phone, right? I will be sending you a game. I will be saying that, buddy, it's a good game. Like we are having the GTA 5, you can install it in your system. It's a cracked one. You do not have to pay any sort of money. You will be
Yeah.
agreeing on that part and you will be quickly installing that game in your system. Right. So in front of the screen, you will be playing the game, but in the background, what it will be doing is it will be trying to encrypt all the files, all the things that were present in your system. Now, let's say when you will be again opening your system, you will be finding that all the files are encrypted. You're not able to access it. Now, let's say if you were having a lot of important details, right, that were present in your system, and now you're not able to access it. Because of that, your work it will be getting halted. You won't be able to perform your day-to-day tasks, right? So because of that, I will be later on giving you a note that, buddy, if you want to get your data back, you have to pay me this much amount of money. So at the time,
Yeah,
you are going
that
to
is
pay me
a
that money.
yeah, that is a today actually. Access to tomorrow actually. I already take a news. One the gaming also the one mobile from the like a Sky Kids of like that my mobile. So it's already hacking for my Google Pay or Amazon Pay. It's already 15 lakhs already gone. So that is also the ransomware attack for the mobile particularly.
No, 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 no. Like in that particular scenario, we were not having a clear information that the data got encrypted, right? In the ransomware attack, the attackers they're simply going ahead and they're trying to first encrypt the data, right? And then for the decryption key, they're asking for money. Simply,
Okay.
they're trying to, you can say, lock our system's files process we are having, right? Because of that, our system won't be remaining available.
Okay.
So that's we are having like the ransomware attack, right? The money they are asking, that is what we call as the ransom.
Okay. So hackers is already told me that is how much money we can pay that.
Yeah, yeah. Then over there, in that particular scenario, what was happening was like since the attackers they were going ahead, they were compromising the healthcare organization, there was a risk of loss of human life. That is what we call as the cyber terrorism. And similarly, if you guys have heard, like we were also having a Stuxnet malware attack that happened near the time of your that happened near the time of your 2009 or 2010, right? I'm not having the clear information. I'm just forgetting about it. You guys can check, right? So at the time, right, the US, they were able to, you can say, almost compromise the nuclear power plant that was present at Iran, right? So if anything happened bad, it can be also loss of human life, right? We can also consider it under of your cyber terrorism over there. Similarly, around it happened in the British, it happened with the British Airlines over there. Around 5 to 6 of the flights they were airborne, and later on the watchtower at the airport it got also compromised. So that is also we are also having the act of your cyber terrorist, right? Then after the cyber terrorist guys, we are having the next one as the hacktivist. Right. So talking about like the same as the activists over there, like the people who will be going ahead, they will be having an agenda, and on the basis of that, they will be making the march and the roads. Right. So same over here, we are having like the hacktivists. So hacktivists, like the group of hackers we are having, or the hackers we are having, who will be working for a particular agenda. Right. So it doesn't matter whether it is really good for the society or not. If those hackers they are thinking that it is good for the society, or if they're thinking that it is good, then they are going to perform it. It doesn't matter whether it is really good for the society or not. They are just going to follow their particular agenda. So for that, have you guys heard about the famous attack, the hacker group named Anonymous?
Yes.
Right. So similarly, it is related with the anonymous group. Like in US, they were having like activity that started with the name of your Black Lives Matters. It all started because of a person named George Floyd, right? So George Floyd, he got, you can say, killed during his arrest. So at that time, the same anonymous group, they came into the media and they said that it is like the limit of the police department. And now they are going to export some dirty secrets regarding them. So at that particular period of time, what was happening was after a week, they revealed a lot of secrets that were related to the police department, as well as they also leaked a lot of information that were related with the president of that time, that was Donald Trump, right? Similarly, the FBI, the CIA, they are after the anonymous group. But when when the Paris attack happened, the same anonymous group they came into the media and they said that like they are going to reveal the faces of those terrorists. And after some time, they also revealed a lot of informations about them, right? So that is like we are having as a hacktivists who are going to work for a particular agenda. It doesn't matter whether it is really good for the society or not. If these hackers they're thinking it is good, then they are just going to perform it. Like we can say a sort of self-righteous peoples. Then afterwards, we are having the next one as the insider, right? We are having like the insider threats, or we can say a malicious insider, right? So, guys, when I'm talking about the malicious insider, right? So, over here, we are having like a employee, right? Or I can simply say, like, we are having like a disgruntled employee, right? A disgruntled employee who's not happy with the organization, the politics around him in the office, right? He's not happy with the workload, he's not happy with the manager, then he tends to become a insider threat. Then he tends to become a disgruntled employee over there. Now we can imagine if a person of our organization is having the very access of the confidential data of your organization, and if he revealed all those information to a third party, to another organization, so how much of a loss our organization they have to bear, we can really estimate it. So that's like we are having as a malicious insider over there. Now let's say over here we are having an organization right? That is related with your food and the beverages, right? And let's say what we are doing is we are launching on a market that is your Coca-Cola, right? So on the basis of that, what will be happening is if anyone who is part of our organization, he will be discovering like what is the recipe we are having for the Coke, and if he will be going ahead and he will be looking for some other organizations and he will be selling that particular recipe to them, then we know how much of a loss our organization they have to face because of it. So that's like we are having as the malicious insiders over there. So are we clear with this, guys? Anyone having any questions, any queries on them?
Yes, sir. I have one question. Is a hacker compromise any organization, and he don't want to let them know the organization, and he come back again? So is that possible in this hackers?
Yeah, it is also possible. Like the attackers, what they're doing is, it is not like that. I will be going ahead and, like, let's say if I'm an attacker, I will be going ahead and I will be able to perform my attack. I will be able to achieve my objective in a single goal. Or there can be some other objective. Then the attackers, they will be trying to maintain the access. They will be trying to build the persistence. They will be trying to clear their tracks. So even in the future, they again need to gain the access of our system. They will be able to do it, right? And similarly, guys, over here, we are having something known as your APT, the Advanced Persistent Threat. So these are the type of your attackers over there. They will be trying to remain inside of our system for the longer period of time. It can even be like your decade. That the for the whole decade they will be simply trying to remain inside of our system silently, just looking for the information that is going from one place to another. They are not performing that much of thing. They are just simply monitoring the activities, and then they will be providing those information to the parties who have hired them. Like it can be a government, right? It can be some big organization because for the APTs to remain inside of our system for this much big period of time and to remain silently over there, they will be requiring the big amount of resource. And those resources, they can be provided by them. Is it clear now?
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Great. No worries, guys. We will be also discussing about the APTs in our upcoming session. We will be discussing about the APT life cycle also, how they are launching, how they're performing all those activities over there. Now, depending upon the hackers, guys, here we are having like the hacking methodology, right? So hack, or when we are talking about your hacking, it is a simple process in which the attackers they will be trying to gain the unauthorized access of your system. Right. Now here, if you're talking about like your simply as your hack or the hacking, right? So for that, let me give you an example. When we are talking about your hack or when we are talking about your hacking, right? So for that, have you guys seen the YouTube videos like your 5 minute hack or like your traveling hack in which they will be showcasing us how to fold our clothes in a manner so that we will be able to fill a lot of clothes in a small location. What do you say? Similar to that? No one?
Yes, yes. So
Yep,
those are kind of itinerary for the uh, with the basic needs to do
yep,
that, right?
yep. So over there, what they're doing is they're simply showcasing us the unconventional ways. Like they will be showcasing us how to make a rope by using the soft drink bottles, like the plastic bottles we are having, how to make a flower pot using the plastic bottle, the cold drink bottles we are having, and many other different types of methods. So that is also your hack. Right. So when we are talking about the hack in a very non-technical way, it is simply means to say finding the shortcuts. That is what we are having as your hack. And when we are talking about your hacking, when we are trying to take the unauthorized access of the system without the owner's permission, that is what is we call as your hacking over there. Like, for example, let's say we are having Amar and Anil, right? Let's say over here, what we are having is we are having Amar and Anil. Both of them are the part of organization, right? Both of them are like the colleagues we are having. Now, what will be happening is, let's say Amar is going to have a very important meeting after 10 minutes, right? He will be reaching to his desk and he will be finding that his laptop is not working. So since he's a colleague with Anil, so he will be connecting with Anil, right? He will be reaching to his desk and he will be saying that, buddy, my laptop is not working and I need to give a very important presentation after 10 minutes. So please, can I use your system for that meeting? So that is we are having as the normal process, right? That is what we are having as the normal process. And on the basis of that, what will be happening is the Anil, right? He will be allowing him to use his system and he will be able to work on it. Right. But now, talking about the different scenario. Now, let's say again, Amar is going to have a very important meeting after 10 minutes. He will be finding that his laptop is not working. He will be reaching to Anil's desk, right? And he will be finding that Anil is not present at that time at his desk, right? So, without his permission, he is going to move ahead and he will be using Anil's laptop for that meeting without taking his permission. That is also known as your hacking, where a person will be going ahead and he will be trying to utilize someone else's resource without their knowledge. Right. Now, for performing all those activities over there, guys, in our CH, we are having like this phases of your hacking or this hacking methodology, right? Where we are having the very first step as the reconnaissance, or we can say as a footprinting, right? That is also going to be the second module over there. So all the steps that are written over there, we will be also performing them hands-on. We will be also performing them in a practical manner, right? So talking about the very first one, that is we are having as the reconnaissance, the footprinting, or we can say as the information gathering. Right. Now, talking about it, the information gathering. Now, let's say, guys, are talking about this phases of ethical hacking. Let's say, guys, over here, what we are having is we are having a target with the name Ashwin, right? We are having a target name as your Ashwin. Now, if I will be asking you guys to go ahead and to compromise Ashwin's system, what do you say, guys? Can we directly open our laptop and perform the hacking? Or there will be some other steps we have to follow? Any guess? Any opinion on that?
Yes, we need some basic inputs like IP address or something.
Yep,
Uh,
yep. So it means that over here, the very first step which we have to perform, that is to gather the information about the victim. Right. For example, over here, this is the whole globe we are having, and this is our target. Right. So over here, if we will be trying to launch the attack, if we will be looking for the Ashwin directly on our Google, we will be getting lakhs of result. Right. So because of that, what will be happening is if we will be going ahead and we want to attack on him, we are having lakhs of result, then it is going to take a lot of time to launch that attack successfully on our this target. That is why the very first thing which we have to perform is to gather the information about the victim, right? We will be gathering the information, we will be getting to know Ashwin is from India and from this state and from this location. So by doing that, previously this was our attack area, but now we are having, with the help of your footprinting, we got to know that Ashwin is from India, from this location, and many more. By doing that, we are having like the specific target on whom we can perform the attack, right? So footprinting is a process we are having in which we will be trying to gather as much information as we can about the victim, right? For example, we will be trying to gather the information about his system, about his personal information, the email address, IP address, the rules of the firewall we are having, the domain name we are having, and many more. So all
Yeah,
those things,
actually, the email address actually we can hacking easily, right?
yeah, like, but first we have to gather that information also. What is our target's email address? Once we are able to find it, the attackers they can launch like the phishing attack we are having against of it.
Yeah, because the IP address is already some. Suppose the user Aswin is using for the DSCP server or like that another location, he can move on the one location to another location. The IP address already is changing, but the email address is already fixed for that. So that is the best for options for.
Yep, yep. But a lot of time, yeah, that is true. But a lot of time, what will be happening is in our system, it can also be a scenario that we are using like the static IP, right?
Yeah,
When the
that right, right. Only static IP we can track on that particular IP address, but in that scenario, actually, email address is the best for the purpose.
yep, like by utilizing the email address as a attacker, we will, if we are able to launch the phishing attack, either we can share some malicious attachment using that. So by doing that, if the victim, he will be going ahead, he will be downloading those attachment, the
because
malicious
because
payload, it will be
because
getting
we can,
executed.
yeah, because we are creating suppose like some email ID, we can put the all the information like date of birth and also the another phone number or like that. So that is the best way for hacking for email address.
That's true. That's true. So over here, over here, with the help of that, we will be able to plan our next step by utilizing all that info which we have collected in this reconnaissance or the footprinting which we are having. Right now,
Right.
now by utilizing that knowledge, we will be moving ahead into this next phase, which we call as the scanning. Now, let's say we are able to collect the information about the victim, right? We will be moving into our scanning phase, scanning the network where we will be performing the three things. First, we are going to collect the information whether the system, whether the target system, it is live or not. Right? Live means to say whether it is connected with the internet, whether it is powered on or not. Any guess? Any idea how we can discover that knowledge? I hope
The
everyone is.
ping.
Yep, yep. We are having like the ping, a small utility. With the help of that, we will be able to find the information about the reachability of the target. Right. So with the help of that, we will be able to discover whether the victim system is live or not. Then, once we are able to discover that the victim system it is live, then we will be going ahead and we will be trying to discover the information about what are the open ports we are having in our target system. So, guys, when we are talking about the ports, ports are what? Ports are the gateways through which a computer is providing its services. For example, like we are having port number 80, we are having port number 443 on which we are using HTTP, HTTPS, and many more, right? So that's what we are having as the ports. So we have to discover what are the ports that are working on our target system. Once we have discovered that particular knowledge, we will be going ahead and we will be trying to see what are the vulnerable services that are running on those ports, right? So once we will be able to discover the weakness, we will be going ahead on our third stage where we are going to take the advantage of that weakness. That is your gaining access, where we will be going ahead and we will be trying to perform the exploitation of it, right? We will be trying to gain the access of a target system by exploiting these weakness, right? Now, once we gain the access of a target system, we will be having the next step as the maintaining access. Now, as I was previously talking about, we are having it is one of the crucial step, the maintaining access, in which the attacker he will be trying to make sure that he is having the continuous connection with the target over there, right? He will be trying to build the persistence. For example, now let's say here, if I got the access of Ashwin's system, and Ashwin is also from the technical background, right? So when he will be using his system, he will be finding that something suspicious is going on, right? He will be discovering that with the system, something fishy is going on over there. So what he will be doing is he will be trying to kick me out from his system. Now, I do not want to get kicked out from a system because I have not achieved my goal. So on the basis of that, what I will be doing is, as an attacker, I will be trying to remain inside of the Ashwin system for the longer period of time, unless and until I have not achieved my goal. So that's what we are having as your maintaining access. And that I can try to exploit, I can try to can say put more malwares, some more malicious programs inside of the target system to to make sure he won't be able to kick me out, even if he deletes the initial program, the initial file through that I got the access of a system. So that is what we are having as your maintaining access, where the attackers they will be trying to own that system. They will be trying to exploit more applications, more program in our system over there, right? So by doing that, they will be able to build the persistence. Then afterwards, here we are having the very last step, which we are having as your covering tracks. Now, in this particular stage, the attackers, they will be going ahead and then they will be trying to cover all the evidence of your compromise. Now, by removing the evidence of your compromise, they will be able to achieve two things, right? So first thing that all the traces of their attack, it will be gone. So by doing that, there will be a lesser number of options for the security team to trace them down. And the second one, what will be happening is like if our victim he won't be able to find any information about us, so he might be thinking that everything is fine going on with his system. Nothing suspicious is going on. And by doing that, he's not going to harden the security of a system. And by doing that, since our victim system, it is in the same state as the previous time. So again, if in the future we again need to gain the access of the target system, we will be able to do it. So that is what we are doing in the phases of your ethical hacking. So this is how the attack it is getting carried out. Are we clear with this?
Yeah, yes, sir.
Yes. Yeah.
Now, after this, guys, whenever the attack is happening, there will be always the impacts of your hack, which we have to bear, right? Now, on the basis of that, what we are having is we are having the very first one, the very first step, that is we are having as the reputational impact, right? One of the very first impact which we have to bear, it is we are having like your reputational impact. Now, any organization, right? Any organization who will be getting compromised over there, what will be happening is after the successful attack, the reputation of that particular organization, it will be getting down. The customer trust, it will be getting broken. Now, let's say, let's take example. We are having an organization like your XYZ. What they are doing is they are providing us the mobile phones, right? Now, let's say the name, it is your L6, for example, right? We are having the name, it is your L6 over there. Now, let's say whatever the mobile they were, you can say, launching in the market, they were saying that it is quite secure mobile phone. All the data that will be present inside of that particular mobile phone, it is going to remain safe and sound. So you do not have to worry about your security. You do not have to worry about your personal information, which will be getting stored inside of it. Now let's say after just a week, right? After just a week of launching time of this mobile phone, the news it is getting out that a lot of L6 mobile phones are getting compromised quite easily. The attackers they are able to discover the vulnerabilities very easily and they are able to take the advantage of it. Right? So because of that, what will be happening is the reputation, the customer trust that is present with this particular organization, it will be getting broken, right? So that's what we are having as the reputational impact. Because of that, the shares, the price of that particular organization, it will be getting down. They have to face a huge amount of loss in the market. Then after that, guys, we are having the next one as the operational impact. Right. Now, because over here we were having this mobile phone, it was getting compromised. A lot of peoples they might be having their sensitive data that is present inside of that particular device, right? Which they are using for their day-to-day life over there. But if the mobile phone, it will be getting compromised, right? All the data that was present in their device, it will be getting stolen, right? So because of that, they won't be able to perform their day-to-day tasks. Because of that, what will be happening is the operations, they will be getting disrupted. So there will be operational impact. Then after that, we are having as the financial impact, right? As we have discussed about this XYZ, right? If the mobile phone it is getting compromised, so because of that, what will be happening is the organization they will be having only few steps. Either they can go ahead and they will be trying to provide us a new update in which they will be saying that they are going to solve the previous problem. Another one, they will be, you can say, saying in the market that you guys can simply give us, right? You guys can simply return all your mobile phones and we will be providing you a new device over there that is secure, that is much more better than this one, free of cost, right? So in all those areas, what will be happening is there will be a risk. Now let's say even after the update, it is still weak. Still the attackers they are able to find a new way to compromise, right? So what will be happening is in a financial manner, right? They will be facing a huge loss. So there will be also the financial impact we are having. Then after that, we are also having the legal impact. Now, since the XYZ company decide that this particular mobile phone with the name of your L6, it is quite secure. You do not have to worry about the security of your data. That is why the peoples they purchase this mobile phone in a big number. Now, because of that, a lot of people's data is getting stolen. So later on, they will be connecting with the organization, and the organization they have to now also face the legal issues. So, guys, these are the impacts of a hack the organization they have to bear. Right now, due to all those impacts, what we did is we switched to the security. And when we are talking about the security, it is majorly standing on the three pillars that is we call as the CIE, the confidentiality, the integrity, and the availability. Right. So just not to get confused, in many places it is also known as your AIC. So that the peoples they are not going to get confused with the central uh, intelligence agency of your US. Right. Now, over here, guys, talking about the very first one, the confidentiality. Confidentiality simply means to say only the intended recipient of our data, right, should be able to receive, should be able to understand what is the data that is written over there. Right. Now, let's say if I am sending you guys some information, so only you people should be able to understand what is written inside of it. So that's what we are having as the confidentiality. Any guess? Any idea, guys, how we will be able to ensure the confidentiality?
Authentication authorization, those are.
Okay, the authorization we can use, right? For the authentication, we are having the whole step that is we call as the authenticity. Like previously, these three were not enough. That is why we introduced these two also, right? So when we are talking about the authorization, let me directly say we are having like the access control.
Right.
right?
Right.
So over here, we can utilize this access control. With the help of that, we will be able to make sure only the certain users of your organization, right, who should be having the permission, they only will be able to access that particular data. Like in the organization, we are having like a least privilege, a principle of a least privilege, in which we will be going ahead and we will be saying that if you are having a role, right? Like let's say we are having a role as a manager. So now the manager, he will be only having the permission to access the things that are required to perform his job, not more than that, right? As well as we are having the role-based access control. On the basis of a user role, we will be defining what are the things they can access, what are the things they are not allowed to access, right? As well as we can also use the encryption, right? So guys, when we are talking about the encryption, encryption is a process in which we are going to convert the plain text into the ciphertext, right? So for that, let's say I'm having hello, right? I'm going to convert it into your J, G, N, N, Q. Any guess? Any idea how I am able to get this J, G, N, N, Q out of your hello? Try it, guys. Any guess?
Hashing algorithms.
Okay, let me make it quite simple.
Okay.
Yep. If we will be going ahead, we are just, you can say, adding two letters, and each one of them, the H will be getting converted into your J, the E, it will be getting converted into your G, right? The LL, it will be getting converted into your NN, and the O, it will be getting converted into your Q. So over there, this plus sign, it is we are having as the algorithm, right? And this two, this is we call as the key. Right. No worries, guys. We will be discussing about the encryption. Right. No worries. Like over here, we will be discussing about the encryption, the hashing, the encoding, the PKI, digital certificate, digital signature, all those things on our very last module, that is the cryptography. Right. In depth, we will be discussing like how we got all these figures over here. But over here, just for the overview, what is happening is we are just simply adding the two, right, on each one of them. And by doing that, we are able to get this JG and NQ. That is what we are having like the ciphertext that is going ahead and trying to hide the real meaning of the data, right? So only the peoples who are having the information that we need to subtract the two letters from each one of them, they will be able to understand that the real text, the real message, it was your hello, right? Similarly, we can also go ahead, we can also use the steganography. We will be also performing the steganography practically also in our upcoming session. So when we are talking about the steganography, it is a process in which we will be trying to hide the data in behind of some other media, right? It can be like I'm trying to hide the data behind of an audio file, right? A video file, a image I'm having, or text we are having. So only the peoples who are having the information that they got some sort of hidden information behind of it, only they will be able to understand what is written, right? So for that, so everyone, please go ahead and look in your browser, look for the 9/11 attack, right? And look for the notepad. Look for what was the notepad text that was getting used for providing the information about the target. Everyone try it. Go ahead and try to search for the 9/11 attack and the notepad. Like what was the text of the notepad that was getting used for providing the information about the target.
Where we can find the notepad?
The notepad content, it should be present over there, or you can directly
In
search on the internet.
Wikipedia?
Or directly search. You should be able to get it. There should be some sites. Let me see if I'm able to see anything. Then I will be directly sharing it. Notepad 911. All right. So over there, guys, I'm directly looking for the 911 attack. I guess it was your Windings text that was getting used. Yep. See over here, you guys can see during the attackers, what they were doing was they were using they were having, and I guess it was related with the queen. Right now, on the basis of that, let me just try to create a file, Queenie. Here is the text, the original story of the Wingdings Fawn. It is written. Okay, I need to, you can say, open it, then only I will be able to find the information about it. But directly, since I'm having the information about it, let me just try to create a new file, a text file over there.
So what is this wingding font?
Over there, guys, what I will be doing is I will be simply going ahead. Let me write Queen, Q, P3, right. So what I have done is I've simply written Queen, but here I was following the Wingdings. Instead of that, let me use the Calibri and here, right. So this is how what was happening was and will be converting the text into right, and I will be going back. Then it is showing story that was behind of that particular attack. How what will be happening is the attackers share the information behind of some other media graphy, right? So later on, right? So in that particular scenario, what will be happening is the attackers they will be trying to can say share that particular information behind of some other media over there. Later on, we will be looking into like uh like in that particular scenario, what will be happening is the attackers they will be going ahead, they will be trying to can say put the information behind of particular image, right? They will be trying to perform it behind of a particular video. So a normal person, if they will be opening it, they will be just thinking that it is a normal video file. They will be just thinking that it is a normal audio file, but actually it will be containing some secret messages. So later on, we will be seeing not only into that, I will be also showcasing you like how the attackers they are also sharing the information. behind of a video over there through the help of Morse, the Morse codes we are having, right? So guys, these are some methods through that the attackers they will be able to go ahead and they will be able to ensure the confidentiality of our information. By doing that, only the intended recipient of a particular message will be able to see what is written. Then after this, we are having the next one as the integrity, right? So when we are talking about this integrity, integrity is a process we are having, and that we will be making sure when our data it is moving, right, or it is stored over there, they shouldn't be having any type of unwanted changes. They shouldn't be having any type of alteration in our data. That is, we are having like your integrity. Right. Now let's say if I'm sending you a message, let's let's meet near of 6 p.m. So when you will be receiving this message, it should be same like your 6 p.m. It shouldn't be like your 9 p.m. So that is what we are having as the integrity, right? So over here, for ensuring the integrity, guys, what we are doing is we are going ahead and we are utilizing the hashing. So talking about the hashing, hashing is a process we are having. In that, we will be trying to convert a data from one form to another fixed form over there, and we will be able to make sure in that particular data they wouldn't be having any type of changes, right? Because if even a small amount of change, it will be getting occurred, the output value it will be getting changed. And because of that, the peoples they will be able to compare the previous value with the new value. If they will be discovering that both of them they are not matching with each other, so what will be happening is they will be able to understand that in their data there was some sort of unwanted changes that has occurred, right? So we will be also looking into the hashing in our upcoming session, like how the hash they are getting stored in our system, as well as we will be looking into like why it is quite important to have all those things in our system. Then after that, we are having the availability. Availability is a process in which we will be making sure that the systems who are responsible for storing, for sharing, for processing our data, they should be remaining available whenever they are being asked by the authorized user, right? So for example, over here, have you guys heard about attack with the name DOS, the denial of service attack? What do you say?
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
So in the DOS attack, the attackers they will be simply going ahead against of our servers. They will be sending a overwhelming amount of requests. Right now, since we will be receiving this big amount of requests, our server it will be getting stuck, right? It won't be able to provide its services whenever a legitimate user will be asking for the services because all the resources of our server it has been consumed because of the amount of request. Now here, if we want to make sure our this server it will be remaining available, we need to go ahead, we need to install like the load balancer that will be helping us to make sure all the you can say upcoming requests which we are receiving over there, all the incoming requests we are having, we are analyzing them and we are able to you can say forward them towards a server who is having who is having some resources left. So by doing that, a single server won't be getting fully consumed. It won't be getting fully compromised over there. Right. Along with that, we can also perform the filtering. With the help of that, we will be able to filter out the normal requests as well as the malicious request over there. By doing that, all the malicious requests will be getting dropped, right? So for ensuring our availability, like we are using the load balancers, we are using the data backups, we are using the redundancy and many more. We will be also discussing about them when we will be talking about our module that is your denial of service, right? That is going to be your 10th module. Then after this, guys, we are having the authenticity. So authenticity is a process in which we are going to ensure the genuinity of a system. We are going to ensure the genuinity of a system over there, right? So for that, whenever we are trying to can say gain the access of our account, first thing what we are doing is we are providing the username or the password. If they are correct, then only we will be able to gain the access of your account. Otherwise, the request it will be getting declined, right? That is what because of your authenticity. So for that, guys, when we are going ahead, we are trying to, you can say, even open any website, right? So the website, they will be also having a digital certificate that will be working as their digital identity. With the help of that, we will be able to make sure that the website with whom we are interacting is the genuine one, right? So that's we are using like the authenticity in which we will be using the passwords, we will be using pins, we will be using biometrics, the digital certificates, and many more. Then after this, we are having like a non-repudiation. So non-repudiation is a process in which like we are having a sender, right? In which a sender of a particular email, he cannot later deny on sending that mail, as well as the receiver of that mail, he cannot also deny on being receiving that particular mail over there because of the digital signature which we are providing on our mail. If I'm talking about the non cybersecurity area, so like we are using the CCTV cameras. Let's say if we will be trying to perform anything in our organization, so all the activity they will be getting recorded by the CCTV, and because of that, what will be happening is later on a person he cannot deny on performing those activities because everything is recorded over there. The security team they will be able to showcase them that yeah, you were the real one who has performed those activities, right? So guys, this is what we are having in our this session. Now, what do you say, guys? Anyone having any questions, any queries? Are you CH Master Certified? Sorry, Manish, I have not done the CH practical, right? So over here, I have just done the CH theoretical one because instead of the practical, the CH practical exam, I went for the Pentest Plus as well as for the CPENT. So I skipped the CH practical.
So in this training, will you cover like Kali Linux?
Yep. Like we will be having a lots of hands-on practical, and for that we will be using our VMware. And on the top of the VMware, we will be having multiple machines that will be working, right? So it is just a quick overview of the infrastructure which we will be having. A lot of machines they will be present, many more we have to install, right? Like we are having the Kali, we will be using Ubuntu. If you guys are uh, not interested on using Kali, instead of that, you want to use Parrot, no problem with that.
So in real time, which kind of daily task we perform, like
Like in what
as a
scenario?
typical as a CH
Okay,
job role, yeah.
okay, okay. So with the help of the CH, when we are talking about it, it is like your 100% network offensive course we are having, right? If you're moving into the cyber security, right? So in the you can say offensive area, the CH, it should be the very first course over there. So as a certified ethical hacker, right, as a CH, right, we are getting like a junior penetration tester, the analyst, the security analyst. These are like the different roles which we are getting. On the basis of that, we will be going ahead. We will be looking for the vulnerabilities that are present on our system, on our organization, on our network. We will be trying to discover them. We will be trying to patch those vulnerabilities. We will be trying to exploit those vulnerabilities. We will be working on our report writing over there because reports are the most crucial ones. With the help of that, our management and our other team, they will be able to see what actually happened over there.
So like will we cover here like OWASP, JAP, and other tools to scan our vulnerabilities, web app or other?
Yeah, like later on, we will be also having the modules that are related with the web application, right? Like we are having the SQL injection, the web application hacking, the web server we are having, the session hijacking over there. So those areas are also being covered, whether we are talking about mobile, whether we are talking about your IoT, cloud, wireless, right? So with the help of this training, we will be focusing in both the examinations. So if you guys want to also appear for the CH practical, you guys will be prepared for it and you will be also work on it.
The PT also separate.
Oh, sorry. Can you please repeat?
Just asking about the PT also. It's a separate part of this. It is covered
When
in CH or PT will be separate.
when we're talking about the penetration testing, right, it is like a whole different area we are having, right? Like ethical hacking, it is like a big concept, and the penetration testing is sitting in between of it. Right. So it is like a big word in the ethical hacking. You can include like the penetration testing, you can include the vulnerability analysis, you can include the other security assessments that are present. So we will be taking the quick overview of the PT as like a single topic that is present over there. Like what is your penetration testing, how we are performing it, what are the steps we are following, what are the, you can say, stages we are having for the penetration testing and the methods.
Okay.
What's time of the course?
Uh,
Number
in,
of number of hour of course.
40 hours,
Yeah.
40, 40.
Okay. And what is time of the session?
For the timing, you can connect with the team and they will be sharing with the timing over there. So with the help of that, you will be able to map out. Okay, they
Okay.
will be
What
connecting with you.
session in the week? Number of session of the week.
Uh, I guess we are having for the weekend session, right? That will be for the 2 days, the Saturday and the Sunday. Right, no worries. All those information, it will be delivered with you by the team over there regarding the timing, regarding the dates, and many more.
Okay. What price
For
of okay? What price of the certificate of
Uh,
CH?
Sorry, for the commercial also, you can connect with the team.
No, no,
Okay.
for what certification, like what is the cost for that?
Okay, like for that also, you can connect with the team over there, I guess, guys. They will be the better
Okay.
peoples to give you the answer for it, right? I
sir,
can, yeah,
yeah, for CEH, only Linux will required, right? We have to if we are not using the VM virtual machines directly, if we are, can we install the Kali Linux in our machine laptop,
yeah, we can also install the
because
Kali.
it's open source, so we
Yeah,
can use. So Windows also required for this or no?
yeah, they see over here, although you can directly install the Linux in your system, but the problem is we will be having a lot of machines that will be working over there. So we have to create the virtual environment. Right? We cannot have
Okay.
like the bootable system directly that is, you can say, using the Kali. For your own learning, you can create like a bootable system that is having the Kali over there. But for our sessions, like since we have to use the multiple machines who will be working as a victim over there, we have to utilize the VMware. No worries, I will be providing you the VMware, right? Like the installation guide and all those things so that you guys will be able to create the home setup in your system.
Okay, okay, fine. Okay.
Yep.
So we will use the VMware on host, because for creation of server we need host as well, right? The where we can store the VMs.
Yeah, like here you can see it is directly installed in my laptop over there. Now, if I want to build the servers or anything, I can install like the Ubuntu or the Windows servers directly over my VM. So with the help of that, we will be having like a whole separate environment that will be getting used for your exploitation or for our
Uh,
learning or for our training purpose.
okay. Okay, okay. So, as per on behalf of attackers and the victims, so we need multiple servers to get our result perfectly.
Yep.
Okay, okay. Thank you.
Correct. What about others? What do you say, guys? Any questions, any queries?
Just one request. Please try to add lab session as much as you can. Okay, so we will get more idea on this. Yeah.
No worries, Manish. Like in my session, I try to make the session as much practical as we can so that we will be able to get a better scenario, like how we are utilizing them in a real world scenario over there. As well as like if you're talking about the percentage, that will be going like your 76, 70 and 30 over there, right? So almost we will be having practicals and as well as the theory over there, right? So in that particular scenario, what we will be able to do is we will be able to better understand all the concepts. And generally in my training session, first I try to show the practicals from my end so that the participants who are even coming from the different areas, they will be able to understand what to do. And then I generally provide the time to them so that they will be also work on it. So no worries, we will be having a lot of hands-on as much as we can so that we will be able to better prepare ourselves. Okay,
Yeah.
great. All right, guys. So this is all we have to discuss over here, and I hope we will be meeting each other in our CH session. All right. And thank you, everyone. Thank you for joining in. Have a great day ahead.
Thank you very much, sir.
Yeah, thank
Thank you
you.
very much. Thank you very much. I love you.
Thank you, guys.